Record87 and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as we continue our Confederate States of America playthrough, heading into episode 10, I believe. In the last one we dealt a fairly decisive blow to the Unionists. We sank 3 of their pre-dreadnoughts and we are miles ahead in victory points in terms of the war. So we're looking to really close it out as soon as we can and take as many war reparations as we can get our hands on, just to give our economy a good old boost and prepare ourselves for future wars with the Europeans. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream, so without any further ado, I'll hand you straight over to the live audio. I'm expecting them to decline a lot of stuff now. Well, way to show me wrong, game. We're getting lots of fights tonight. Not usually quite so action orientated, but there you go. And another big one as well. Well, I mean, okay, I can tell what's going to happen here. You guys are going to run away, aren't you? Because you can't match this. There's no, well, you've only got one dreadnought. 2 dreadnought. I will keep making that mistake. Alright, let's just run it. Suspect I'm gonna make sight of a heavy cruiser and then you're gonna run away. And we're gonna sink some corvettes and transports and stuff. Where's the honour in that, eh? That's the thing, you always got to feel bad for the merchant seamen. You know, well, I mean, this is one thing, raiding ships, but just running away. You know, terror of a submarine threat in the Second World War and First World War. It was very effective in that as well. Just trying to go about your day in a boat. Hello. Like to play. I've got my scouting my heavy cruisers. Cream of the crop with Chuckatuck here. Loves to play. There's lots of things to play with around here. Anyone going to stick around and play? Oh, hello, North Dakota class. Last of their name. I'm not building no one. Last current one of their name. Some of you guys come off line ahead, go into, sorry, screen onto line ahead. Some of you trip north, a lot of you trip south. Can't get them to run towards our battleships. And look, might not go in front of them. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Right, you cut across. See what he does. Oh, he cut across as well. Alright, pull out of there. Oh, he's following you down? I don't understand. What are you doing, Mr. Battleship? I mean, if this was on manual control, I'd be firing all the torpedoes. But alas, it is not. Well, let's get you guys up to squad max. Gunnery penalties be damned. Let's just get you involved in this hunt. North Dakota has wandered into our midst. He's just driving straight come hell or high water. Come on, Pamlico. Really now's your time to shine with a well-timed torpedo run. Beautiful. Oh, and she went down straight away. Ha! What was that? That was some terrible play with AI. I mean, to be fair, usually they're not too bad in this game, but that was just Leroy Jenkins, wasn't it? Actually, maybe the AI's learning. He saw I did in the last mission with charging my battleship pretty close to other vessels, and thought, well, technically he won that battle, so I'll try that tactic. Okay, well, let's sink this Brooklyn and call it a day. Item, please. Thank you, battle line. Get our heavies to come over and sail over these lights. Our battle line takes on a heavy. This is a lovely game of quite well, I suppose rock paper scissors in a way. All of which are in our favour. Yes, we will pick up survivors. We are a friendly, victorious nation. Now the Brooklyn may just run for his life. Not a huge amount I can do about that. Hopefully, if we hit him a couple of times, we can slow him down. Doesn't look like it though. We have to settle for a few light cruisers instead. Now looks like he's going to get away. Okay. Alright, we'll bring you guys back over here. Roll our cruiser forces, because otherwise this will happen and they will turn around from the fight. Don't want that. You are. I'll put you on independent then. You ever go AI. Hopefully keep attacking whatever it is you can see. Right, we'll just drive him towards the coast. That is okay. You on support. Down a little bit. This should hopefully be some dead light cruisers. Just need to land a few hits. Ain't gonna take much to sink them. He says hopefully. Let's just check our miles away for torpedoes at this age. In this age, that's okay. It sunk something. Transport. Okay. Oh, hello, Brooklyn. Making a mad run down the coast to try and get to port. Heavy's here to say hello. That's the question. Are you going to do it? Okay. They're going to do it. We'll let heavies pull away. Send in destroyers for a torpedo run. Which may or may not work. Oh, some torpedoes away. Light cruisers are fairly janky, so I can understand if the guys don't hit them. We'll just use a gunnery instead. If we hit them, that is. Right, Chuck, I've got faith you can use that 50% to great effect. Please sink this one. Right, that's one down. Right, we're hitting them with 11-inch shells, man. This should be having a fairly big effect on this thing. It's only a few thousand tons, isn't it? Yeah, 3,500 tons, and we're hitting with 11 shells. Should be dead pretty quickly. Robust little thing, to be fair. There we go. Good. For reasons best known to itself, Cincinnati thought I might come say hello. But all, yeah, we'll do that because we're nice people. All intents and purposes, this fight is over. Ace, let's go home. I like because independent, he just keeps going. See you later, lads. We're off to the old world. We're a destroyer. We'll let him go. We'll have tales to tell. I forgot to slow down because we found a destroyer. Right. I don't know if he needed revenge, but we avenged the stone wall. Oh, Shenandoah's flooding. Hang on. Oh. Right. Let us slow ourselves down. Try and deal with this flooding. How bad is it? Oh, it's fine. That's fine, we'll see at the time. Here we go. Awesome. 3 CL's battleship for nothing. VPs, more prestige. We can secure. I mean, I'm just keep pushing them because I'd love a chunky 20-pointer. Peace. A day of victory. Our side getting large territories and considerable war reparations. Yes, they are. So an 8. An 8! Okay. It's not as much as I hoped. We can't take anywhere. Which is interesting, because I'm surprised we can't nab some of the Pacific Islands. Not that we want to, but I'm surprised that we don't have the option to. So we will just take war reps. Which is boring, but it's better, much better long term. This has been tested by many people, and you get more money in your economy from war reps than you do from owning overseas territories. Sweet. Alright, that was a very successful war. And the question is going to be what next? So we do need to do some rebuilding of the fleet. We have put off building these pre-dreadnoughts, and I think I'll lay down maybe a couple. If we can get them, a couple of slightly faster ones. Then we might pick a war with France. What's the invasion ranges? Because at the very least, I would like to be able to take their possession here. Why not? I need at least one tick of invasion tech before that. Where are we? I can't even see it there. Huh. Okay, not sure. That's good, we can go into a period of rest and rebuilding. We're still minus 3 million, but we are building a whole bunch of ships. Many thousands spent on this. Let's, yeah, revel in our peace. 3 new submarines. Let's have a quick look at the almanac, how we're getting on budget-wise. So our naval budget is still less than the US, despite having just taken a big bite out of them. We're comparable with Russia, far ahead of Japan, and we're just behind France. a good step behind Germany, and then, as expected, miles behind Great Britain. Yeah, I think if we were talking earlier about this kind of tri-axis of areas we're going to potentially control, I think France would be a good target. And failing that, after that, Germany. They definitely have us for battleships at the minute. Cruisers 8 to 10, that's fine. Lights 14 to 10, that's fine. Destroyers are pretty powerful. So yeah, just the old battleships, they got a fair few more. Alright, well let's have a look at that then. Or do we want to wait till these guys finish? 3 months, 5 months, 5 months. How long is the design? Okay, we'll wait maybe 2 months and then we'll do a design study. More submarines for Illinois, let's have a look. I feel like you're just making the same ship over and over and calling it different things. Oh yes, New Jersey class, we've seen you before. That's not new information, spy. Oh, I should do the whole reserve fleet thing. Okay. Again, I'll keep everyone who's elite on active service for just now. You guys can all get reserve to begin with. Then get all my corvettes, mothball them. I would have saved them a bunch of money, but half price. Yeah, we're then going to decide, is it worth starting to mothball the older ones because we don't think they're useful in a fight? No, I think they're all still useful in a fight. I mean, older ones at this stage are, what, 5 years? It's not that old, really, is it? I could potentially reserve it for them, but I like having the elite quality. And it's not, it's not really min-maxy gameplay, right? Because you can do things to kind of get your crew quality back up, but it feels a little bit more real, not to just like the month after war to reserve fleet and mothball the vast majority of your naval. I would say I think we'll bite the bullet and maybe put one of ours onto reserve. That seems proportionate, you know. And again, maybe Bio City, we didn't see much of you. More than a Cray, to be honest. Even though you are elites, let's give them reserve. That will hurt the crew quality a little bit. Go to status now. Active fleet, 2 battleships, 3 heavies, 6 lights, 7 lights, 1, 2, 7 lights. 6 lights and some destroyers. And in reserve, we've got 1 battleship, CSA, about 6 lights, and a whole bunch of destroyers. This feels better. Feels more balanced. We're only losing $1 million a month. Considering we are spending a lot to building ship, that's perfectly okay. Oh, we can get even bigger destroyers. No, we can't. We've a temporary setback on bigger destroyers. Okay. Those new guys who are currently working up. Just gonna go straight into it. I could mothball them out. But I won't. I think in this playthrough the way I'm going to work it is if I ever mothball, it's going to be older design ships with an idea of being, we're mothball them and only bring them into service if in a war if we really feel the need for it. Right, we're back in black. Back in black. So let's have a look. I would like, I don't think I do. I don't think I can design a BB game. Yeah, exactly. Don't toy with me. Okay, so we could go for our last pre-dreadnought. Or the game change. What are you offering to start with? 18,000 tons? That's a pretty chunking step up. Speed 18? No, I don't want speed 18. I would like, I mean, it's 2 knots faster than our current ones. Could we get to 20? What's 1,000 tons by me? Not enough. Okay, this is where we're going to start things. 13 inch, okay, I can go 13 inches. -1's not great, but it's something. Wow, 73 million is expensive. Yeah, we just got 2 4.5, and then we've got 9-inch caliber secondaries. That's some pretty chunky secondaries. Quality -1 I don't like. Make go to 8-inch, quality 0. We're going to want a few more rounds. 2 firing positions is good. Or anything else here? What's my belt? 10.5. That's reasonable. Has anyone got better guns? No. I feel like Great Britain should have better guns by now, but there you go. You got 12 inchers. What are they punching through? 8.5. Okay. So if we come home. We do our 13s. I think 10.5 is probably overboard. Let's drop that down to say 10. Deck 2 inches fine. Deck extended 1.5 okay. Conning tower 10 is probably far too much. Turret 11 again. I think that's too much. Probably in 10, but we'll say 2.5 on top. Secondaries. I mean, I don't think secondaries need to be anything more than like a 5 at the minute. Really, we could just bring the weight down. Well, we're down to 18,000 tons already. I mean, more. We go 21 knots. Is that just madness? Could get up to 22 knots, which is the same speed as the. Is that the same speed as the light cruisers we've just built? Which, on one side, is ludicrous in terms of a fleet doctrine. You know, if I'm building my fleets around 22 knot lights, 20 knot heavy cruisers, you think, why would I need my battleships go 22 knots? But we could say is we get the 22 knot battleship now is then going to survive a lot longer and be a lot more useful into the future. I don't think I have to be defensive, do I? No. I want to check. Yeah, I don't have it. That's fine. That's not fine. I would like it. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it's expensive, but I think it's pretty useful because I even think we'd be able to replace the machinery in this later in life and get up to 25 knots at some point. You know, we've got a lot of secondaries we could play with. That cost me quite a lot. Is it worth it? No, I think a 6-gun 8-inch broadside is pretty good enough. I'm kind of liking this, to be honest. I'd like it if it wasn't -1 quality, but you know, beggars can be choosers. Have a few more rounds. All that good enough? Oh, I'm tempted actually to do slightly less 5-inch guns, just because they're quality 1. Better for picking off destroyers and things. Okay, I'm sold. I think that's a good looking pre-dreadnought. A pre-dreadnought for the future before it becomes obsolete. Alright, let's crack forward. Steal some knowledge. Awesome. Oh yeah, spying. We should be doing more of that. I'm willing to know the French. A war with them would probably be rubbish right now, but I'll do it. Evian. Spy! Yeah, we'll annoy them. I don't want a war, but I think we're far enough away. Got 11-inch guns. Subdivision, no problem. Right, you're working up. Let's just stick you in reserve, no problem. Then we've got more to come out. 2. Oh, did we get fire control upgrade? So, okay, there's two things to talk about here. One is that theoretically, this is not worth the money. If you decline it and then do the upgrade and add the fire control manually, it works out cheaper. Feels a bit gamey though, so I usually just say yes to this. Speech. C, should we get peaceful? That sounds boringly pacifist. Tensions up. Or budget tensions and double against. We've only got two choices. It's gonna have to be America. Those darn hawks. Let's go to the build screen. Oh, I think I want two of them. Go for it. We can maybe afford a third. What if I can show me? Oh, we have improved the fire. Alright, so we might need to should have actually tweaked the design for that rather than build them. That's okay, we'll send them back in. What did another one cost me per month? 2 million for a long time. That would give us 3 pre-dreadnoughts and 2 batches of 3 pre-dreadnoughts. I am sorely tempted. But we can't afford it. I'm not going to bother. Can we? Oh no, I think we can afford it. Alright, we'll do one more. Beautiful. It's a good idea, honest. It's only Tallahassee's we built. We only got 2 of the Chico. Oh, well, there's what I should have spent money. More of a newer lights. So we're going from, I mean, I should just scrap those over 16 knots up to 22. I'll keep them better torpedoes, that's nice. Someone's stealing from us. Trains reserve. New docks, awesome. I'd like to build more new docks. Well, yeah, I'll do it straight away, I think. Get them up to a reasonable size. Heavy cruiser. Armor cruiser, I should say. Well, same difference, really. Okay, 9-inch guns. Tighten the belt. And reasonably quick, though. Interesting down there. Then. What do you recommend? Disarmament. Want peace arm for more. Could try and get a peace treaty. Alliance. It's tempting to go say, well, actually, let's get an alliance with like Germany. And we could use that to try and have a war with France. Let's try it. Nah. Okay. Can't say we didn't try. Nice, boosting economy up to almost 170 now. This is good. Yeah, we'll keep harassing Great Britain with their spying. What are the various tech levels? That's not where I want. Is it here? It shows me. Technical average, okay. Behind, okay, so behind the US. Britain advanced as usual. France average, Russia behind, Japan backward. Which I think is a step behind, if you see what I mean. Newer average. Alright, so we are actually. We're on par with France and Germany, lagging behind Great Britain as expected. Then the US and Russia, and then Japan. Interesting. We've got new sales coming. Can't say whether she commits more of those or not. Yeah, don't bother working up. Let's go back on straight into reserve. Visited by France. We're asked to comment on the visiting ships. We're impressed by them, which presumably alleviates tension. We can be neutral. We can piss them off. They are rust buckets. Yeah, they didn't read any intentions. Okay, close to invention, fine. More shipbuilding going on in the world. The Lone Star States commissioned. What a name. More weight settings, that's nice. Let's have a quick check of what our new auras were like. Where are they? There. Oh no, we've got loads of them. We just ordered a couple more. 22 knots. Which is okay in the grand scheme of things for the rest of us. 3-inch belt, yeah, 6 inches. Nothing terribly exciting. Actually a step down in armament from a Tallahassee. Interesting. Although you have no secondaries. Okay. Okay, strength reserve. Okay, uprising in China makes it next in expeditionary force. What do we recommend? I'll stoke tensions in the world, get a bit of prestige. Not that I'm interested in China. Money is coming in again, so we'll have to look to spend it. One of our cruisers had run aground on the shore of a minor nation, while performing a bog standard illicit intelligence operation. What's our reaction? We're going to send in the big boys. She'll walk softly and carry a big stick. World's a bit cranky. There's been an internal upheaval in Angola. Great Britain's apparently sending a force there, ostensibly to restore order. What do you recommend? This could push us to war, you know. We went hard at them. They kind of have a lot of ships. Yeah. Don't think we're ready yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to go appeasement for this one. Which I don't like. We'll go for international force, which shouldn't push us to war. Aha! Take that, Britain. Power of the UN, that's what that was. We're positive in the old cash. Are you a rebuild? Ah, because you've got fire control. Maybe that's what you should do. Like, to say rebuild. Yeah, let's go up to central firing. Apparently that's cost us too much weight. Right, we'll do that. Okay. Please. These guys. It's fine. Pittance of a monthly cost. Fire control is pretty important. Okay. Anything else to change at the time? That's fine. We'll do that. slightly of a negative. Probably make do with doing, to be honest. We've got a lot of Tallahassees, it's fine. So war doesn't break out in the next 3 months. Never a clever way of doing it, by the way. Go for it. Yeah, that's fine. Two docks, awesome. With turrets, torpedo advance, explosives. Right, we'll keep building. Weight saving, new torpedoes. 16 cruisers. We'll go back onto active. You do go back onto active, which is not how I had you. You guys are definitely reserve. In fact, most of you are probably reserves. Tell you what, keep all the. For some reason, we may lose our elite status having done a rebuild, which is a bit annoying. But the older models on reserve and the active model, the newer models on active. Seems like a sensible way of organizing your navy. Main battery wing turrets, okay. That's... It's not quite the Dreadnought design, is it? No. So that would be central line turrets. Okay, so but we could put more guns on our Dreadnought. So I quite like the... Okay, it's only 4 main guns I've got on the broadside for the new latest battleship we designed. We may have to go one more iteration, but I quite like it. Right, what did we just spit out? So the McCraes are now all going on reserve fleet. Correct their crew status. We'll keep those two on active until the new ones roll out. Reconstruction's finishing. Anything else coming on? No, just you guys. Cool. On reserve, Eastport's on active, Tallahassee's on reserve, Chikoro's on active. Slight difference then. So our William Webb's are reserves, but hey ho. Yeah, let's keep marching forward. More productivity, awesome. Okay, new French battleship. Again, so this is very similar to one we've just laid down actually. We were 13 for 11, 12. Same broadside. Yeah, I think we ranged as well. We are much faster. About 4,000 tons on them, and we have better armor. Okay. 14-inch guns. Interesting. So with our little bump, how are we doing now? Yeah, everyone's had a bump. Hey, the Requiem. Oh, I better not sink that, that'll make me upset. Oh, did we see improved 9-inch guns? Potentially, we just went from 0 to -1 there. That's cool. So what's next? I think what's next, I think is going to be probably another batch of light cruisers. And ramping up the speed. And then we're going to have a slow fleet, which is probably going to bomb around the Caribbean for like blockade defense, and a more offensive fleet we can deploy places. So that's the way of it. Oil in sure, in Hawaii. Why not? Well, maybe offshore. Russia's got really cranky for no real reason. Okay, President floats the idea of a shooting competition for all ships in the Navy. Yeah, you know, I'm behind this. Who wins? CL Tuscaloosa. I was rooting for the Chuckatuck, let's not lie. Control, national accuracy, that's good. We can hit more stuff. Okay. Sitting on a good chunk of cash. Let's get ourselves out another half dozen. CL. So they were 3 years ago. Remember the esports. I knew even that. We could also go for like a bigger destroyer, 700-ton destroyer. But no, we're going to CLs first, I think. Let's see if we can get something up to maybe 25 knots. And then we'll look at destroyers afterwards. Oh, 25 knots, thank you very much. What are we rocking? No, I want 6s. I know it's a lower quality. But let's be honest, 6 inches is where it's at on the old CLs. Stick in some 4-inch secondaries. Yeah, we don't have space for it, so maybe we won't. We'll start at 6,000 for at least. I would like 3-inch belt, which might cause problems. Maybe we're going to heavier. I have a limit on my weights. I'm sure I do on the CLs at the minute. What is it? Well, where is it? It's not 6,500. Speed normal, normal coal. Do I have oil fuel yet? No. Normal belt coverage, belt extended. I want to give you a little bit. I'd like to give you a little bit. Just to defend against essentially like destroyer shots and stuff. Out of interest, what's like so 4-incher? What are you punching through? A couple inches for that. Let's have another quick look at that. 4 inches. That's not too bad actually. If you get 1.5, that'll protect you. About 6,000 yards. It's really, that's all it is. It's just stop annoying destroyer stuff poking through you. Tech. I'd really like to be 2. I'm running to weight issues now. Conning tower, no one cares for conning tower. Something like this. Casual 600 tons over there. That's gonna be too much, isn't it? Now we get into the question of, do I value speed or armor? If I do put on extra 500 tons of displacement, I get about 100 tons of weight remaining back. That's not worth it. I think I'm going to value speed in these. I'll just get rid of that. And we're going to make this work. Right, we don't need these for a star. $50 tons. We can find 50 tons somewhere. Like that. Slap on some more weight. I mean, if we went 7,000, doesn't get as much weight back. Alright, maybe we'll call that good enough there. Slightly less armor than I like to make my cruisers, really. 25 knots is a reasonable speed. So move for it. I like the 6-inch broadside from 6-inch guns. Okay, no secondaries, that's not ideal, but there you go. Lock it in. Alright. Foreign policy gaff. I never presume to undercut the authority of the president. I could make a bland statement. Or I could pick a fight. Now, Russia is really cranky. I mean, I could duel Russia, but what are we going to do? We can't really sail over there. They can't sail over here. Seems a bit pointless. I'm happy to maybe have a go at France. Battle range for coastal subs, that's nice. Yeah, let's go to build screen. Let's see if we can get half a dozen of these guys. Next generation of CLs. Beautiful. As I said, we only have 3 generations, and it'll be 20, 22, and 25 knots. Our old legacy fleet is pretty slow at this point. We may even have to think about having to scrap some of these things. Oh, no worries, Stardog. Thanks for stopping by and chatting, man. And yeah, have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Production keeps going. Ah, and that's our bigger destroyers. Excellent. So we can do that after we get these light cruisers done. Oh no, we're now ahead of France.
Remember all the happy times we had.
Awesome. Build more docks, please. During a coronation review, there's been collision between one of our ships and a ship from Great Britain. What is your comment? Brr, rubbish, Britain. Don't know how to sail. Didn't annoy them too much, apparently. Sudden slump in the economy led to widespread unemployment and poverty. Lose a little bit of budget, prestige and tension. Lose a little bit of budget, or lose a little budget and prestige. I'll take prestige. I don't mind tension. War Russia is fine. I mean, nothing's really going to happen. Here we go. President returned from a state visit to Russia, bringing home proposal to solve outstanding sources of tension. Is your response?
I'll tell you the truth.
Alright, Russia, let's do it. I mean, really, what are you going to do? Are you really going to come over here? Because I can't see it. A cruiser running aground on the shore of a minor nation. We should stop them doing that. World war is inevitable. Right, let's stop spying on you. Although actually, I don't mind this because that would give us a way to win the war. I mean, I'm so underwhelmed by this war. But let's activate everything. Let's get our corvettes on trade protection. And let's go for unrestricted submarine warfare. I don't have that many subs, I don't think. No. Liability is still not great. And a coastal sub. Okay. And with that somewhat lackluster war cry, we are going to close this episode out. So, ending one very successful war with the Union, got ourselves a nice little boost of economy. Some interesting ship redesigns in the moments of peace that we had. And then we have rushed headlong into a war with Russia, which I'm not really expecting much to happen, to be honest. We're too far away from each other, and unless they, I don't know, go a bit crazy and start sending significant forces over to us, it might just be a lot of kind of fairly meaningless battles. That said, we mentioned there we could have the potential of dragging the Unions into this war, and that would give us a way of getting victory points and ultimately kind of coming out ahead. So that may be a route we go down. Just have to make sure we don't bite off more we can chew and find ourselves severely outgunned with the combined US and Russian navies. Although I'm confident we could take them. Anyway, you'll have to see what happens in the next episode. As ever, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you all in the next one.